Hello, hello. Sorry if you were sitting there in silence with me for a moment. I'm always having to watch for the right indicator to pop up that I am live, which I believe I am. And I'm like being lit from the heavens tonight. No, it's just my ceiling light. So I hope that's not too much of a glare for you, but you're not here to see me. You're here to see my screen, which I'm going to go ahead and get right into sharing with you because this is my Newsday Tuesday, really for March. Um, but as I've said before, if you've watched these every month-ish, I try to do them as close to the start of the new month as I can, and sometimes that means a few days early, instead of more days late. Sometimes it's, closer to the first day to do it just after the first day of the month. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'm gonna let you know some of the things that have happened since my last Newsday Tuesday at the beginning of February, and some things that are coming up in March. So first of all, we got a great update today in our weekly updates, which I'm realizing I thought today was the 26th and it's the 27th. So I'll have to update the title of this live. But yes, today's weekly update was for today, Tuesday, February 27th. And it's really this first part that I wanted to highlight for you. So every year, Stampin' Up! Does lots of different things for their Make a Difference program, which is their charitable work that they partner with us independent demonstrators to do in many ways. And one of them is their product give back. So usually in what we kind of colloquially call the holiday catalog, but it's the September to December mini catalog each year. They have a product that when purchased, some of the profits Stampin' Up! Actually gifts to specific charities that usually are in theme with that product. So this year it was the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper, and it actually wasn't for like forestation. It was for, I believe it was children and families in need. So I think it was charities in the different markets that did things like provide, basic needs, maybe toys at the holidays for children, if I'm remembering correctly. But the exciting news we got today was that over 77,000 US dollars were raised to support those causes. And again, the specific charities varied in the different markets. So in the US, it would have been, a certain set of charities. And then in Europe and the South Pacific and Canada, the different charities that they have there. So that's very exciting. And I wanted to share that with any of you who may have either purchased that, or if you're a fellow demonstrator like me, sold that product. And we can be watching, in I'm sure what will feel like just a few short months when we get that September to December catalog. I'm in no rush in some ways. In other ways, I am. But we'll see what that next product give back opportunity will be. And in the meantime, there's lots of other ways we can make a difference with Stampin' Up, like even just sending a card or getting together with someone to do something creative. All right, so next up are a couple kits. So I was so embarrassed. I realized right after my last Newsday Tuesday that I got all excited to share the newest kits with you and then forgot. I went back and showed the two kits that came out in January, which you can see on my screen here, were the Panda Friends kit and the Rock Legend kit. And then I forgot to go to the ones that had come out like that day at the beginning of February. So let's take a look at them together now. So these have been out for almost a month now. We will get two new ones on March 1st, I believe, which is this Friday, shortly thereafter. We'll get those. And we are getting, again, two kits every month starting this year, 2024. So the two we got in February are Happy Houseplants, which I think is really neat. I saw a sneak peek of this in the current January to April mini catalog, and I tried to point it out to people, and I think everyone I talked to about it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't notice that. Always look at the kits page in the newest catalog because there's usually a couple pictures of some sample kits, and usually there's at least one that has not been released yet and is coming soon. Little tip there. But this one I was really excited to see because it's very different. It's not cards, it's not treat packaging, it's home decor. And so you get to make these 4 6x6 framed pieces of plant art. It comes with everything pre-cut. I just got caught by something. It says pre-cut paper pieces for you to curl and assemble inside the frame. I think curl is like to give it that dimension. I was like, is that a typo? But I think that's what they mean. And so we can see here that the frames themselves are 7 by an 1/8. But again, the project inside is 6 by 6. It's going to come with adhesive. I mean, everything you need. The colors are Calypso Coral, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, and Pecan Pie. You can see all the supplies here broken apart, but then there's those completed projects again. And so I think that makes a great little display where you could, give them away individually as gifts and things like that. So I really, really like that kit. The other one, let's go back. I also really like, this is my style. So I love the neutral and kind of monochromatic palette with just like pops of like things like the metallic. I know Sarah, the CEO, is big on that too. We kind of share the same aesthetic style. So this one is the Birthday Sparkle Kit. You get to make a combination of projects. So you're making 6 cards and then 6 gift tags. So I think that's great for like maybe a at-home party or something like that. It does come with a stamp set. This is a stamping kit. So you get the clear block, you get an early espresso Stampin' Spot. Again, everything's pre-cut. You're going to get the adhesive you need. You get the coordinating envelopes for the cards. There's gold glitter stickers and pressed wood picks for things like the little stars coming out of the cupcake gift tags, which I think are super cute. You've got like these candles on fire and balloons and all sorts of great birthday things. You get baker's twine in early espresso and white. And let's see what else. Everything comes in the kit box, which I think is a really great box. In fact, it would be a great gift in and of itself. But the colors in this one, again, very simple. Basic white, crumb cake, early espresso, and then the gold glitter. So you can see, again, all those supplies. And then here's the stamp set. It says it's your birthday, yay, happy cake day. I used to love to say that. I used to love to say that for birthdays. I used to love to say happy heart day for Valentine's Day. All those, kind of silly things. All right, so those, I should say, are the 2 newest kits. Again, though, watch these first few days of March. At the end of this week and beginning of next, we'll get the next 2 kits. I don't even know what they are yet. I don't get a sneak peek, so we'll see them at the same time, and we'll check those out in my next Newsday Tuesday for, I guess, March going into April. Another thing that is going to happen in March, and I believe it's March 5th. Let me double check my notes on that. Is we're going to get some new online exclusives. So for instance, the kits collection is an online exclusive, meaning you can only find those in the online store. They're not going to show most of them in the catalog because they're ever rotating and refreshing. And so they're not, they're not limited to just, what Stampin' Up! Can plan so far ahead to print in the catalog. So that's a benefit for us. We get more variety and frequent releases. So yes, it is March 5th. These new online exclusives will be available to you. I get to sneak peek them as a demonstrator, and I think I can share them with you tonight. Sorry if that was a mistake, but I'm pretty sure I can show them to you. And again, you can start ordering them on March 5th. They're only available while supplies last. If you see something you really like, get it quick. So you'll see some things like dies right away. Those, of course, are going to be bundled with stamp sets, so we'll take a look at those when we get to them. This is just a stamp set, so sometimes it won't have a tool bundled with it. So this is the Sweetly Scripted Cling Stamp Set. Hopefully you can see. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to click on everything, but I will go ahead and click on that one. I think that's a really versatile one. So yeah, you can hopefully see it bigger there. You can see happy anniversary, congratulations, happy birthday, a million thanks, speedy recovery, and save the date. And I just like the way it's like these long kind of like words worked into the lines there. Oh no, I went backwards too quickly. Okay, that's my demonstrator screen. So sorry to share that with you. You get to see some of my inner workings. But let's see, we have a couple embossing folders here. These are always hard to see on just the computer. But this is the Fun Patterns embossing folders. These are ones that would fit in the mini machine. And I do think there's some great patterns, kind of springy, and then just very like geometric and versatile. You can see some of the projects made with them, and that I think always helps. Does this show the other one? Yeah. So it's good to get, also some inspiration for how to use these projects by clicking through the different photos. So the Simply Xenia bundle, I think we saw those dies were the first thing here. You have the stamp set here, and this is actually part of a whole suite. So again, we'll come back to that. You have some Glimmer specialty paper coming out in Berry Burst, Old Olive, and White. You have this Filled with Fun bundle, which I think is really cute. It's this little wagon, which is cut out with the dies and then the little things in it like flowers and birthday things. And you've got, of course, sentiments to go along with that. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Okay, that time it didn't. I must have double clicked it the first time to take it all the way back to my my page. This one I really like. So we have a lot of wreath stamps that come through the different catalogs and online releases from Stampin' Up, but this one I think is really unique because you have just kind of this simple branch wreath, and then you have things like trees and wildflowers and other flowers and some beautifully scripted sentiments, things like "Here for you, a huge thank you, you mean so much to me, may this year be incredible and filled with possibilities." I love the nature part of Encircled in Nature. And so that's a great new bundle. I actually have a project sample from a friend that I'm going to share that showcases that. It's a tongue twister. Here again, you can see the kits because those are going to come up in the online exclusive section. And by the way, if you're looking for this, I'll come back because there's more to see. But I just go to stampinup.com and you won't be able to see it until March 5th, but then you'll be able to go to menu, shop products, and then just choose, where is it? Online exclusives. And that'll bring you here. And it'll usually automatically sort by newest. But you can choose that if you want, or you can do other things like, price low to high, high to low, however you want to search. All right, so this I'm really excited about. We're going to wait till we get to the suite, and actually it's right here, so we'll go ahead to it. The A Little Latte Suite Collection. I think this is so cute. So you've got the dies that create all these little coffee, like press pots and things like that, kind of the modern ways of making coffee. um, at least I know that's what, some of my family members like to use. It looks like you also maybe have, like, some cold brew stuff. I don't drink coffee, so I love this sweet, but, it's kinda like how I love the smell of coffee. I love the look of this, but I don't know actually much about coffee production. I, of course, am gonna be getting the DSP if nothing else. I'll probably get more, but I love the different DSPs. You have this one with all the coffee stains and just some beautiful, like, marbled and kind of geometric patterns. I love the colors. But then you have the cups with all the latte art and, the different mugs and things. I also really like these embellishments. I think these are called the mm, swirl is in there. We'll go back. We'll take a look. But you have the three different colors. I think it's pecan pie, petal pink, and white. But hopefully you can see the little like swirl lines in there, so it kind of looks like the top of coffee. You have this beautiful burlap polka dot ribbon. And then here's the stamp set with this one's on me. I think that'd be great for giving like, a coffee gift card or something. You're the best part of my day. That reminds me of that old Folgers commercial. And here's some of the projects to hopefully inspire you. So I think that's a great suite. And again, going back to the page, you can see some of the individual products here. Adhesive backed swirl dots. That's the name of that adhesive. And then it's the natural 3/8 inch polka dot trim for that ribbon. Again, we're going to come back to this. This is part of the Xenia suite, so we'll come back to that. So is the embossing folder. But here we have another sentiment stamp set, just some big, very versatile words along with some smaller ones to go with them. Like you can see on this card, they have the big celebrate, and then you did it. But you have wishing, love you, and then again, some of those smaller sentiments along with it. I think those can be easy to miss. But really great products, again, especially for someone starting out, because there's so many things you can do with it. Same with these dies. Dies that aren't bundled with a stamp set are easy to miss, but what a great little versatile banner and tag set there. These sequins, we're seeing like all the pieces of the Xenia suite. We're going to look at the whole suite together. This was another set of dies I think we saw at the very top, but here's the stamp set it goes with, the Magnolia Mood bundle, or that's just the stamp set, but it would be bundled with those dies. We already looked at the fun-filled bundle that had those dies in the latte bundle. Here's that Magnolia bundle. So we can go ahead and take a look at that, I guess. I think that's really beautiful, very sophisticated and kind of elegant looking. And I really like this die here that does kind of the detailed die cut, as well as, there's the dies to cut out the stamped images too. What's your favorite? I want to know. If you're watching live or on replay, let me know what you're seeing that you like the most. Doesn't commit you to anything. I'm just curious. I really like this one too. This is just a stamp set, but it's a reversible stamp set. So, always watch for those special things. And this is a great deal, $20, and you're getting, gosh, how many stamps in this? So it's 9 stamps, but that really gives you 18 stamps, because one side of the stamp is going to be the details of these cute little animals. And then the other side is going to let you do 2-step stamping and fill it in with color, so that you can, you can stamp just the outlines, but you can also, like this card, you can stamp the outline and the inside color. And it can be, pretty quick and easy instead of having to like color in, unless you like to color in. But you've got the kitty cat, I think that's an owl, some kind of bird. Let me know what you think that is if you're a bird pet owner. The dog, the fox. I want to know who owns a fox. maybe I don't, because that's probably not above board. But they are cute. And then the bunny. I have a cousin who loves her bunnies. And then little like toys and treats to go with them. I think that's so cute. And I love those couple card samples I showed you real quick with the dog and cat. So that's on my list, I think. Again, some things that we've already seen parts and pieces of, but here's another one, just a stamp set, Comforting Thoughts. Those are the stamp sets you don't want to have to need, but we all do, and it's an important time to maybe, send support. I like things like, there's no good card for this. I don't have all the right words to say. I do have lots of love to give. Just to let someone know, like, even if you don't know what to say, or there isn't anything to say, you're still thinking of them and there for them in whatever way you can be. All right, let's see if we can find that Xenia suite. There it is. Before we get there, though, I think this one's really cool. I love texture stamps. I love wood grain when we get like that DSP and stuff. And so here's a whole stamp set of textured timber, different cuts and grains and things of wood, different sizes. And I think like that ring kind of cross section of the tree really makes a cool background. All right, so now let's see the Xenia suite. I think this is going to be a favorite, and I have a project sample to show you of this one too, as well as the latte suite. So some really good samples coming up here. I meant to mention that at the very beginning. So that's kind of my big finale tonight. Is I have some swaps from a recent swap with my group of friends here in New Jersey to share with you, including my project and then some others projects with mini catalog product and some of this online exclusive product. So some good things to share with you here at the end. Stick around or skip ahead if you're watching this on replay and you can do that and you want to just get there. So the Flowering Zinnias Suite collection, of course, has the dies, has this really bright, bold paper. I got to see this in person with my friend Anna the other day. We actually did an unboxing video, and if I can figure out how to share it, we'll share it with you. I actually really like this embossing folder with the zinnias, and then you have the adhesive back sequins, and of course the stamp set. So we'd seen all those pieces individually as we scrolled through, but I wanted to be able to show you the whole suite. And there's some of the project samples. So really bright and gets me excited for spring, which we had a couple warm days the last couple days here in Jersey, and it was starting to feel a little hopeful that that's coming. All right, there's that other kit we already saw. In my Heart Cling stamp set is some people together images and sentiments. I'll pop that up here real quick, I guess, just so you can hopefully see it a little bigger real quickly. There's no one quite like you. Little note to say I was thinking of you. Those are always good sentiments to have. Sending love your way. There was a little doggy in there too. Did you see that real quick? And then I actually really like this drizzling droplets. That's a tongue twister. Background stamp. And so that's going to cover a whole card front, which makes really quick and easy card making. Great layers. All right, and then we're into the online exclusives that we've already seen before if you've been keeping up. So we've got, what is that? Maybe like a page and a quarter, a page and a third of brand new things to check out. So make sure you're shopping for those on March 5th while supplies last. All right. So I also wanted to let you know in these last few days of February, first few days of March, we still have an opportunity to order the March paper pumpkin kit. And I am not joking. March is the best month to get a paper pumpkin kit. Why? Because it is Paper Pumpkin's birthday. And so they kind of do birthdays the way hobbits do birthdays in the Shire of the Lord of the Rings. They give gifts on their birthday instead of getting gifts or expecting gifts. And so they are giving us a free bonus stamp set. So you always get a stamp set in Paper Pumpkin with an ink spot, but this time we're getting not the one, but the two. We're getting a bonus stamp set in addition to the usual one in the kit. And this is going to coordinate with the Meandering Meadows online exclusive. Let me actually go back to online exclusives and pull that one up. So here's parts of it. This is the Garden Meadows dies. Here's the whole suite. Okay, good. I love this suite. There's the stamp set. There's the dies. So this is not what will be in the kit, but the kit will coordinate with this. And I love the paper. Love the paper. Doesn't that just look like the chalk paintings that Mary Poppins jumps into with the kids and Bert in that great classic? Love these embellishments. So this is the style of the March kit. I'm super excited about it. And again, that free stamp set. So I'm doing a party, of course. So it's going to be Saturday, March 23rd from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can come to my home here if you know me and live locally, or you can FaceTime and join virtually from wherever you are. You do have to live in the US or Canada to get a Paper Pumpkin kit right now, but let me know if you don't have one. We can get you one ordered. And here's the details. So it would just be $28. That's total with shipping and tax for your kit. It's a 1-month prepaid subscription, so it doesn't commit you to a monthly subscription to do that. And if you already have your own kit, because maybe you're a demonstrator or you already have a monthly subscription, then I just charge $5 to join the party. And so for that, you get to join the group and have the community and companionship to be creative with this kit. And I'll also teach at least one alternative, and I do a drawing for a prize. So lots of benefit for just the cost of the kit, or again, $5 if you already have your own. So email me, hannahcraftedgifts@gmail.com if you don't already have this invite from my Evite list, because I have sent that out to those who are already on that list. I'm happy to share it with you if you don't have that yet. And we do just have to get kits ordered by the 10th of March, because that's when they ship out. And then again, the party is on the 23rd. Let me see if there's anything else to mention with that. The ink spot's going to be garden green. I always offer, well, at least I have been for a while now, and plan to continue for at least a while still. If you are coming to the class and you bring a new friend, so whether that's virtually or in person, you can save $5 on the cost of your kit. So that's a deal. And if your friend wants to do the same, they can, again, bring someone new with them and save $5 on theirs as well. So just let me know if you have any questions about that. I'd love to have you join us. I'm actually having a paper pumpkin party tomorrow night with a couple of friends for the February kit. And I know they'd love to have you join us next month as well. All right. So last up, with all these things that you might be seeing and liking, you can still earn free crafts with your purchases. Now, of course, things like the online exclusives that release March 5th, you wouldn't be able to do this with, because this Sale-A-Bration, which is Stampin' Up's annual sale, does end at the end of February. But anything else you're looking to buy, like if you wanted to get a couple Paper Pumpkins subscriptions, those prepaid subscriptions to redeem for March and future months, or those new kits that we looked at, or anything, stocking up on basic supplies, buying gifts for others. For every $50 you spend in these next few days by the end of February, which we have an extra day in February this year, it's leap year. So you have not just today, not just tomorrow, but Thursday, February 29th, that bonus day as well. You can get free exclusive product of your choice. And in my last Newsday Tuesday, I mentioned that Stampin' Up! Had added some current catalog product as well as some online exclusive product, like some kits you'll see here, to the offering. So it's not just the exclusive products from the Stampin' Up! Brochure, but now some additional things you can choose. So for instance, some of these first couple things we're seeing are from the mini catalog, an online exclusive kit, the annual catalog, back to the mini catalog, back to the annual catalog. But then we have the exclusive Stampin' Up! Items as well. So scrolling down here, a lot of those are still in stock. So stamp sets, embellishments, designer series paper, some really great stuff. Flight and Airy was my favorite offering this year, but so many things. And that's just for the items, or sorry, just for the orders that are $50. And it's for every $50 you spend. So if you spend $100, you get to choose 2 of these things. Or if you spend $100, you can choose from an even more exclusive selection of products that are extra special. And therefore, you do have to spend not just $50, but $100 to earn them. So again, a couple of things from the annual catalog, including all of the new core collection colors, all those markers, and then a special, like, more stamps in it stamp set. That's not well said, but a bigger stamp set, I guess would be a better way to say it, from the exclusive Sale-A-Bration brochure dies that go with one of the stamp sets that's a $50 earnable item, the Jungle Pals stamp set, which is super cute. And then this softly sophisticated bundle. Gosh, so many tongue twisters. I love the alliteration, but when you're talking fast to get all this news in, it's a little hard to say sometimes. And this is a stamp set with an embossing folder. Let me make that bigger so you can see that. I actually really like this kind of like lattice or like chain link embossing folder you see here. So that Sale-A-Bration, again, that's still going on through the end of February. So if you want to place an order and earn those freebies, basically just get more for your crafting money, let me know soon, because we need to get those orders in the next couple days. Okay, so I'm going to step away for a moment because I forgot to grab my samples I wanted to show you from that recent swap. So as promised, hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to bring those over. Let me tilt this back down a little bit so you can once again see the mess behind me. and I'll show you what I've got here. So I'm not screen sharing anymore. Don't worry, I'm aware. I'm going to be holding them up to show you. So first of all, because we were talking about Sale-A-Bration, so I hope I have everyone's names on their projects. I think I do. All right. So Carol Bone, and again, I'm sorry, ladies. They're my friends. They've been my friends for years, but I've never heard most of them say their last names. So whenever I do this, I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this was her swap from our recent group swap, and it uses the trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper, which was I wasn't Stampin' Up! Exclusive. I mean, it's all Stampin' Up!, but it was a Sale-A-Bration exclusive. So she really just had to stamp the sentiment and then had the DSP doing the work for her in the background. I love the strip of DSP that looks like the ruler that she cut out across there. Y'all know I love to make DSP cards like that. It's just so quick and easy and beautiful. Love the paper. So I love that, that style. All right, next up, this is from the mini catalog. The rest of these are going to be from the mini catalog, and then some from the new online exclusives. Yeah, those will come at the end. But from the current January to April mini catalog, the Sending Love bundle, my friend Sharon Abrams made what she's calling a little she shed card. So here it is, the way it would be, folded up to mail in an envelope. But then you can open it up and you kind of press down on the top because she's created this kind of like barn roof fold, and it's a little she shed. And on the inside, it says, "A little love from me to you." And she's got like the grass here that, it kind of stands up on. And then I suspected that this was the case, and I didn't look at it when we were passing things around the table at the local diner we met up at. But I don't know if you saw, I did that a little too quick. You can pull the envelope out of the mailbox and you can open it up and you can pull out the little paper inside, and it says a little note to say, "I miss you." I love that so much. Sharon, I thought that was so special. When I saw your card, I thought, I wonder if that pulls out. I hope it does. And it does. It makes it really fun and interactive. So super creative. Next up, all right, this is going to be quite the reveal because I haven't even seen it yet. So this is from the Hooray for Surprises bundle in the mini catalog. And by the way, I should share page numbers. You can also just look these things up in the online store. But if you have your catalog, the Sending Love bundle from that last She Shed card was on page 11. The Hooray for Surprises bundle is on page 13. So this is from my friend Fran Trichetta. They're all my friends. So if at some point I introduce someone as like not a friend, it's not any shade, like the shade on my face right now. So these are the interactive cards. So you can see, hopefully, she's stamped pull here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this with you right now for the first time. So it's these dies that let you create these like basically perforations, right? And so this is the first and only time this will be able to be like truly opened, right? I'm going to pull the little bunny holding his cupcake very gently. I don't want to rip it, so I have to look at it for a second to make sure I don't. All right, so I'm just popping those little perforated edges here. I'll do the last one with you so you can see. Actually, maybe I'll leave that one in place. So I could totally pop it off, but I'm just going to kind of fold it back. And then there's that cute little cake underneath. Isn't that adorable? So I was really interested to see that that bundle in action, because that's very unique. All right. Next is from my friend Anna Matthias, and this is a great fold. So this uses product from, let's see, it's the Lifetime of Love bundle, which is part of the Forever Love suite on page 15. And check this out. Ooh, and then I believe the paper is another Sale-A-Bration DSP, the Sunny Days DSP, I believe. So yeah, I am really excited to try out that fold. That's quite a wow display card for sure. All right, moving right along. I think I have like maybe, I don't know, 6 more to go. There was about 10 of us, I think, on this swap. So this is from my friend Mary Bradford, and this is the Perennial Lavender suite on page 23. Her cards are so my style. Just very well done, very kind of elegant, just like Mary. So I really like that. She colored, I think, lavender with a coloring tool like blend. So you have like 2-tone on there and just lots of pretty layers. And again, that great DSP doing a lot of work in the background for you. All right, next, this was actually the product that I used for my swap, and so did my friend Brenda Miller. So I'll show you hers first. So this uses the Enduring Beauty bundle, which was a really special bundle from page 38 because it's not just the stamp set and the dies, which is usually what a bundle is, a stamp set and tool like dies or punch, but it's a stamp set, dies, and embossing folders. And it's a hybrid. No, it's not a hybrid embossing folder. Sorry, and it's not an embossing folder. Gosh, whoops, I made a mistake. It's the stamp set, it's the dies, and it's decorative masks. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so here is Brenda's card using that. Lovely, holding you close in my heart. I like that sentiment. And then here's mine. Love endures all things. So I didn't fully color mine in. I just did 2 of the decorative masks to do kind of, you can see it best down here because I did kind of an ombre thing where it goes from dark to light. But you can see on this flower, like you have the overall color and then the shading. On hers, she also did the flower centers, which is the 3rd mask, and then the overall color and then the shading of the leaves. So there's 5 masks in this. And you can use them all like she did or pick and choose. I use more of the dies. You can see not just the die to cut out the overall stamped image, but the little dies that I added on. And then I fussy cut my words, actually. That's not part of the dies, unfortunately. Although if you don't mind fussy cutting like me, that's all right. All right, I promised it, and here it is. This is this is not part of the mini catalog. This was one of the online exclusives, that Encircled in Nature, I believe is what it was called. And this is my friend Lois Cutler who did this one. But the reason I thought it was part of the mini catalog is because I have it on page 41 with the Nature's Sweetness Suite. That's a tongue twister. Because she used these adhesive back cork rounds. They're actual pieces of cork, which I think is really cool and goes really well, of course, with the woodsy look here. I don't think any of these have insides that I've missed. I guess mine had a little bit of an inside. I did a little stamping on my inner card. It's hard to see because it's in petal pink, which is really light. Let me make sure none of the rest of them have like some, some special thing happen on the inside that I missed. Let me check that real quick because sometimes I do. I want you to see all the goodness here. Some of them just have, the white piece of paper. So there's a place to write if it's colored cardstock. But yeah, okay, I don't think we haven't missed anything. All right, good. Moving right along. That might be, that's everything from the mini catalog. So now I can show you more of the online exclusives. So we saw the Encircled in Nature. Now let me show you, here is the Xenia bundle. I'm forgetting the full name on that one, but the Xenia bundle. And we're seeing, I think, all the parts of it, or at least a lot of them. Let's see, we've got the embossing folder. I'm trying to make sure you can see some of that texture. The beautiful DSP, again, doing a lot of work. This, oh, you know what? This sentiment might be from that that first stamp set I mentioned that has like the words in the kind of lines. I think it is. So this is actually a couple online exclusives. Thank you. This is my friend Lynn Hunt Phones, and she always does great work, as everyone does. This was one of the last online exclusives that was part of the Meandering Meadows suite, along with the birds is the dragonfly. And oh yeah, and her inside's very different. So you can see like she actually doesn't have the cardstock going all the way across on this piece of DSP is, showing on the inside too, which is nice to be able to see that second pattern. And then she has the nice kind of matted place for your message here with a little more DSP. So really well done. She always goes above and beyond. And then this was probably my favorite, because this was my favorite, I think, suite in the new online exclusives release. This is from my friend, oh my gosh, I'm blanking, Barbara Dykhouse. Okay, some of them had their names on the back and some didn't. So this was Barbara Dykhouse, and it's that latte suite. A little latte, is that what that one was called? So it's, hello there, let's catch up. You have those great adhesive back swirl dots. This is cut from the DSP. She's got some of the stamping with the splatter and the coffee stain there. Oh yeah, here's her information. It's just tucked in on the inside. And then this has got a cool fold too, with a nice inside. And this was a really smart idea. I think she said she saw somewhere, I don't remember who she said she saw it from, but the DSP will have kind of half cups, right? Like on the edges and corners. And this is a great way to use them because you wouldn't necessarily want that if you're putting like a central focus point on the front and have it like strangely cut off. But it can be here and it doesn't look strangely cut off at all. It looks like it was meant to be. So very clever. So thank you, my friends, for all those great swaps from our last get together. And thank you for letting me share those with you tonight, along with the rest of the news. So again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, hannahcraftedgifts@gmail.com. And if you like this video, please click like. You can comment and I will reply. Again, I'd love to hear what you think of the new online exclusives or anything else we talked about tonight, any questions you have. The most helpful thing you can do is share this with others who you think would be interested, and also subscribe so that you won't miss any other of my news, my tutorials, my project show and tells, my unboxings, any of those things I do that you might be interested in. So whatever you choose to do or not, I really do appreciate your support. It's great to be here with you, even kind of tired-faced at the end of a day. But I hope to see you again soon. And until then, happy crafting.